Alright, Mauzy fam, welcome back to the Mauzycast channel, and today we have a bit of context to the Spectrum series replay that we're going to cast. There was a bit of a raid here. One of my regular viewers, Aaron, actually suggested this, and Samo, being a wonderful moderator, just redeemed the cast my replay, and I actually ended up in this situation. I'm not going to spoil too much of this. These two players are basically rivals on the ladder. They don't know each other. They have nothing on each other in terms of information. They just play as Sugarcult, our wonderful Zerg player from Team The Void, actually pointed out. They don't chat, they play. And his opponent, with a cheeky name, our Protoss player, is going to be If Behind Go DT. We're just gonna refer to him as the Protoss player. Okay, and we have a pylon over here, and we have some cannon rushing action. That is gonna be quite interesting, and we have the first cannon going up. It's also kind of interesting that my cat is just looking at this second. So, if I understood, this was kind of a banger game, so we're hoping for something really good here. Yeah, second cannon going up, and there's the cancel. Honestly, at this point, yeah, I would cancel pretty much everything besides that one cannon. Yeah, exactly. So, you got what you wanted, and that is pretty much what you need to do. When behind Dark Shrine, yeah, exactly. Hello, Ace. Hope you're having a great day so far. So, let me just... Okay. Sorry for the alt tab, just had to pull some stuff on my OBS once again. Anyways, so we have a cannon defensively being worked in at... I'm not sure what's happening here. I think it was a bit of a misclick. So we have a bit of a turtle toss feeling over here. We have the gateway coming up, and this overload is actually in trouble. I'm not sure if it can get out of the range in time. Yeah, I don't think you should actually... Okay, got out of the range. Don't think you should actually try to like micro it too much. Just hope that it doesn't go down and whatever after that point. And we're gonna have a bit of a gold-based shenanigan coming up. Now, Sugarcult is going to actually be aware of this. Okay, and the probe had the same idea, so obviously when two opposing units are actually opposing faction or opposing player units collide on the watchtower, then there is no vision for either player, like no extended vision. It would actually be really cool to just have it in a way that, you know, you don't see anything but like only your super close vision. Like takes away from the vision if both players are there. Could be an interesting mechanic to exploit. The scanner is still here, so I'm curious what we're going to have. We have double gas, and honestly, not exactly sure what we're going to do with this double gas. There's no speed, so that's something that needs to be caught up upon. One single zealot could cause a bit of trouble, and more zerglings are on the way. Well, only two. Is that going to be enough? Oh, the zealot is actually in a super nice position, and this is going to be really annoying. I think there is a way to just, you know, harass without, if there's no queen, obviously. There might be a position where you can just put it in there, and it's going to actually harass the drone that is going to mine as well. But we're not going to be able to see that. And so far so good for Sugarcult, who's going for a relatively standard lair timing, super delayed speed. And I'm really curious what we're going to see based on not pulling out of gas for so long. I'd say a Spire is due to go down after this whole thing finishes, and we have double overlords. Now, if I could actually, I'm not sure if Sugarcult would love to hear my advice. Something that you can keep or you don't. It's up to you. I wouldn't actually make overlords from this hatchery because obviously you want this larva to morph drones. ASAP. So basically you want these to just morph the drones as close as possible, and you morph everything else from the main or the next, basically the next base that you have. It's like the thing where you do like a 5 roach, or you do basically a couple of things like the small details. You can have the queen in the main, but you can also move the queen to the natural, and then the injected hatchery will be closer to your enemy, so your reinforcing units are going to get closer there. Now I would love to see a third hatchery from Sugarcult, because it is starting to become not just a luxury but like straight up delusional move here, not getting a third hatch. And this 2-base muta is obviously going to be quite nice, but it's going to be like what, 5 mutas, and I don't think that's going to be enough. Also, I would prioritize at this point I would prioritize minerals, and then just filling up the gases and just taking a third hatchery. That would be really nice. Okay, Lynx are going to take it down. Also, by the way, don't worry about the thing. I know when the game is chaotic is actually super difficult. I 100% forget it. I'm good with the theory. I'm super bad at executing stuff, especially when the chaos is set in. Okay, that is a bit of an overcommitment. What is this? Okay, that's a shield battery in the back, 2 cannons in the mineral line, and we have 2 cannons in the front. So this is Ling run by Proof. And we have this lone Void Ray that is going to pretty much spot the mutas, right? There's a single muta out already, and it's hiding in a corner in case this happens. But obviously the Spire gets spotted, so... This is actually a really interesting fight that you don't want to take with your queen, because this is going to be really fast. Oh, and the mutas are actually gonna let... Okay. Oh my god, 10 HP. I also love the fact that it was kind of a panic move where you just literally grab the Void Ray and you turn on prismatic alignment. Oh my god. Oh, it's a straight up sky toss. Okay, this is even worse than the straight up sky toss players. This is like cannon rush into sky toss. Like I don't know. This is crazy. So it's a wild game already. I still wouldn't have minded if Sugarcult would basically clear up that cannon in the natural and take a third base, because at this point 8 minutes have passed. This is late for even for Terran after like a 2-base all-in, right? That is obviously not an all-in, but yeah, you get the idea. Okay, +1 air weapons on the way for the Protoss, and +1 flyer weapons on the way for the Zerg. I wouldn't recommend going mutas against this. Obviously you can go for... Okay, now I don't actually understand what's happening, so I would say over here, if we think logically, and the logic will be based on Hearthstone and his video with Loco. So if we're looking upon that video, we see something like when he's basically is like, okay, it's like Hydralisk then, Spire, and 2 more queens. And he was telling about Loco that he's slowly but surely losing the plot, because it's like Hydro Corruptor is not a composition, and we have Hydras, but we also went for +1 flyer weapons. Now the good thing is that Sugarcult already like got to his senses and basically just managed to cancel that +1 air weapons or flyer weapons. I need to start calling it flyer weapons because that's like the official name, I believe. Now we have +2 air weapons on the way, and carriers benefit from air weapons a lot, like a huge amount. There's still 5 mutas. Oh, but not having it. Oh my god, the third hatchet. Okay, this is like the wildest triangle that I've ever seen in my entire life, pretty much. Phoenixes can go in. There's 2. Yeah, this is quite painful. I think, yeah, this is gonna be quite painful. Could actually spend the lifts. Like, the more economic damage you do to the Zerg right now, the faster the game will end, because the Zerg is on 29 workers versus 59, and this is a wild game. Like, I mentioned before I started recording that this is basically around Diamond 3 level. So like 3400, so around my level, because I'm usually floating around 3500. And honestly, this is a super chaotic game, even for a diamond game. Like, this third base is so late that, oh my god, it's actually lifting larva. This is crazy. Okay, so this is quite BM, if you ask. I don't want to be the guy to actually say it, but this is quite BM. So you have the Phoenixes and you want to do something with them, I get it, but go snipe queens, go snipe drones. Don't snipe larva. Like, that's really BM. It's like saying like, oh, I can just basically snipe even your larva because that's so far I'm so far ahead. Like, I'm not even behind, like my name says. But yeah, I'm so far ahead that at this point I can just snipe larva. And so far that is the case. Good snipe larva, but obviously you don't want to give your opponent the edge to come back. At this point, I think Sugarcult should just basically hold down the drone key up until like 70 at least, and start scouting first of all. Send an overseer, something like that, get OV speed or something like that. Just scout what bases the Protoss has, send a link here and there, try to get into the main or something like that. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to actually just see that there's carriers in production, so you can prepare with like Vipers, go up to Hive, all the good jazz. But the problem is, Sugarcult has the hatchery count now for a 10-minute game basically, and the worker count for a 3 or 4-minute game. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, it's kind of crazy. So even though we're at 12.5 minutes, okay, Phoenix has come back once again, and that queen should die. Okay, that's going to die. But once again, oh, don't tell me he wanted to snipe larva once again. I'm not sure if this is like, I don't know, like auto targeting or something like that. I'm not sure. It feels like those co-op Phoenixes that actually auto pick up, auto lift stuff. Finally, 30 minutes in, we have some upgrades kicking in for Sugarcult as well. For some reason, I want to call you Cult Classic because I know Cult Classic, so. Sugarcult the second. Also, why is it the second though? Like, we have some time, right? So let's just talk about stuff. Let's get to know each other a bit more, since we are doing this live, as the Hydras are actually chasing away these Phoenixes. If these Hydras actually catch some of these Phoenixes, oh, Sugarcult is music band. Okay. I'm really bad with like music bands. I'm more of an electronic music enjoyer, mostly bass music like dubstep, drum and bass. I started listening to metal music and rock music just a bit, like not so lately, or what, like not so long ago. Also, yeah, for some reason I'm even worse than usually with my English. Oh, you're not picking their name. I mean, yeah, fair enough. So finally, these Phoenixes getting cleaned up, and we have. Okay, so this is the right call, by the way. Having this beautiful upgrade over here, researching in the Spire is going to mean a lot against those carriers, because we have 11 carriers. Like, this is crazy. And honestly, you usually say that, oh, Zerg is the one that actually can go away from from the with the macro, like just run away with it. And yeah, this time around is the Protoss. Like, look at this. It's like me dominating in a ZVP after I canceled my opponent's third base like 3 times. Maybe it looks a bit better because you have the hatchery count. You have 6 hatches, but yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be good enough. Oh, we have triple upgrades. I actually don't mind that, but it's also kind of greedy when you don't have the economy. So honestly, whatever you look at yourself, just punish yourself by saying like, oh my goodness, I am so terrible. Look at my drone count. This should be like 80, 85, 90, 95, even 100 if he's turtling. And just try to like do bailing run bys, do a couple link run bys, whatnot. First link across the map. Pretty much in like 10 minutes. Also, hello my fellow co-op enjoyer. I hope I'm not mispronouncing it. Outser? I tried to figure out if it's AI or an L, and I kind of came to a conclusion that hopefully it's an L. Okay, so it's fine. And yes, it was a Mauzy mode. Al is enough though. Okay. Okay. You actually were the sacrificial lamb for a Mauzy moment the other day. So when we played co-op and I revealed right at the end of the co-op game that I'm also Hungarian, and you were like laughing on stream. That was such a cool moment, honestly. Such a wholesome moment. I'm always happy to make people laugh or smile, so that's one of my goals with my stream as well. If I can put a smile on anyone's face, then I'm happy. No, that's I'm fighting chat right now. Okay. So you were fighting the chat on whether you should play late game or not. I mean, if you don't want to play late game, this is already late game. Like, the difference is you're on 144 supply, you're close to supply blocked. You don't have Vipers, you have Ultra Tech on the way with all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening over here. Protoss is actually well entrenched in this. My goodness, 36 cannons, are you crazy? Like, what is this? Why is this a thing? He has no ground upgrades though. That's something we need to mention. And he's not going for air armor either. That is kind of a mistake as well. As we slowly but surely have Carapace upgrades coming up, and that's going to reduce the carrier damage by quite a lot. And also Ultras will not die to carriers. Oh, yeah, is there no Leviathans? Yeah, that's true. I wish there was Leviathans. Okay. Oh, I actually... What is this? Oh my god, that's so cool. Ultra drop. Okay, I'm a fan. I'm instantly a fan. You know what? No, I haven't done this ever. We're pausing the game, and right now, I'm giving you a follow for this. You know what? I'm giving you a follow. Call me crazy. I've never done this. Alright, then we're gonna resume right now. I'm giving you a follow just for this. This is crazy. Oh my god. Doing an ultra drop, like the most unconventional thing that you could do, honestly, like this is crazy. Like, look at this army, by the way, from the Protoss. This is wow. You have to do crazy shit. I do crazy shit. Let's go. Yeah. Freaking ultra drop. My man's ultra dropping people left, right, and center. And we have a couple of infestors. Do we have Neural though? Oh, we have Neural. Let's go. We don't have Burrow though, right? Oh, no Burrow. That's going to be quite painful. But this is massive infestor. What is this? So Ultra Hydra Infestor. That's a composition I never played, and I don't think I will ever play. I think +3 melee could be in production right now. Also, you could drop another Spire, get Greater Spire, get another base. I mean, this base is actually going to be really difficult to take because you can just warp in. I think you can warp in like just a bit outside of this, so it's quite important. Okay, you're going to see that there is something over there. I mean, the gold base is mined out, so this is actually not an issue. The good thing is you'll still have these inside bases, these inner bases. Not sure. Okay, someone has to get there in time, right? Okay, this probe is not gonna get there in time. Okay, all right, finally this gets taken. Bobiolo idea, he requested that. Really? They requested during the game and they're like, oh, just do an ultra drop. Sure thing. Okay, fair enough. Honestly, I wish my games end like literally, like, I'm not sure. I think the Protoss is throwing like crazy. Like, look at this bank. Look at this bank. This is like, oh my god. Okay, so this is what we have. So the Protoss is like getting a coffee or something, I believe. Cat is just stepping onto the keyboard or something like that. Gateways are just a luxury, I think, at this point. Also, we're still on 55 drones. That's kind of great. Oh my god, this is a cannon rush. It's a cannon rush. What in God's name is happening in this game? Okay, so a bit of context. Late context, but context nonetheless. Oh, the spores are getting mowed down. Oh, but there's a spore forest right now over here, and the interceptors are actually exposed. Oh, I'm not even sure if this is a good idea for the Protoss. Let's see if we can actually do something. I don't even know if you can fungal interceptors, but there's a lot of infestors over here. You can actually take over all of the carriers. I believe if the interceptors are out, you are not actually you're not actually taking care of, like, control over those. And I believe in that case, it's like, I'm not even sure what's happening. I'm curious to see if anything of that will happen or not. Okay, this is like, oh my god, like, the Protoss is so rich that he can actually afford himself to do this. And I just realized this is like an undercover Bronze League Heroes game. It's so passive. Like, every 10 minutes something happens. Oh, you can fungal them. Okay. Yeah, but let's be honest, if you droned up, made a lot of banelings, just crashed them into his wall or something, then his passive playstyle shouldn't have done anything for you. I mean, look at this. He has charge, but no upgrades for it. It's crazy. 324 air is on the way, as plus 2 shields as well. Like, I can just go and have a coffee or something at this point, I'm pretty sure. I can just find my cat, to be honest, and pet him and all that. Yeah, I mean, this is probably the worst possible style that you can go up against, but still, like, doesn't excuse that the Zerg is passive as well. Like, honestly, if this was like a super active game, I wouldn't say a thing, but not having any activity with this, like, yeah, it's crazy. I'm not exactly a fan of this, to be honest. These observers are in production now, but yeah, there's a lot of high Templars. You could actually get those and just storm stuff. Yeah, it would be really difficult because you need to bait out his army. You need to find a position to actually go up against him. I mean, at least at this point, you have all the tools. Like, it is up to your opponent to let you get to this position. course, Legoland. Drop them into my Discord or send them over on Discord. Please do so. I'm actually collecting a lot of replays. So I'm trying to get a couple replays after Blizzard ruined all my replays from last season. So look at this. He has 68 cannons, so the cannon per minute is actually quite high at this point. Okay, a couple of changelings are heading across the map. Yeah, it's... We can just look at these changelings. $69 drones. Nice. Still not enough. Could be 169, honestly. You could also go above the limit with like maxing out and then making a lot of things. Wait, does this one shot? Hello? What? I didn't even know that you one shot these. Oh wait, because it has like 90 HP. Okay, makes sense. Wow, that's actually crazy. Yeah, full energy, but I didn't. I don't know. I just never had full energy infestors being feedback by High Templars. Yeah, 88 cannons. I mean, at this point, I don't even need to like look at this. And he's playing Tempest as well. Okay, like the passiveness is killing me, honestly. Like at this point, I'm considering rage quitting this replay. Because I might get a stroke, honestly. No, I never done that, and I'm never gonna do that. I'm gonna cast till the end. If it takes 2 hours, I'm gonna cast 2 hours. There's no stopping Mauzy. That's a rule. I don't give up. I'm just not in the mood. Never ever. So we also have plenty of spores. Finally, we get a Great Aspire. Like 6 billion years. Still don't have okay, we have +3 flyers on the way. I mean, at this point the only thing you can do is just you can just basically do whatever. I mean, you need broodlords, by the way. That's something that you should get, but you also need to like free up some supply, I think, to morph all of these. Basically, wait, can you just get broodlords out of all of these and then just not care about them anymore? Like not care about corruptors? Because I don't think you have enough corruptors to actually withstand anything. What a game. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, Sugarcult. I don't mind casting a long game, but it's like, if this game doesn't kick into gear, then I don't think this is gonna be a YouTube one. Because you already had 28 minutes of like passiveness, and honestly, I think I would lose subscribers on this passive game. This is literally you just you just basically taking the advice from chat as the game goes. I mean, who knows, if this ramps up, it's going on YouTube. So it's basically like taking the notes during the exam, I think, or something like that. Chat is controlling you? Really? Like, wait, was this like a challenge or something that chat tells you what you do and you don't do it until chat says so? Is that something like that? Oh, no, okay. So you had some creative control over what happened here. Really? I just want to point out that there's this many spores, and there's a single. And he spawns a spy crawler. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's so hilarious. The guy is passive to a point where he doesn't do anything. And basically, now he just goes and he focuses down the spy crawler with that one single probe. It's so good. I mean, yeah, at this point you should just sacrifice the 7 supply in army. Sorry, for extra army. I can't believe you actually managed to survive to the late game like this. But yeah. Yeah, obviously the spy crawler is the real threat. That's what I'm saying. Like but I'm saying like the guy is passive. Like look how many cannons he built. You're never getting through this without like Ravagers, or like obviously Ravagers are not great against this. But he just started attacking this, just clicks the probe and just sends it on right click onto this. My god, what is this? No. You know what's funny? He never even went DTs, like ever. Never ever. This is painful. It's painful to watch. It's painful. It's painful. This is how it looks when the man is getting tortured by his Twitch chat. Bro, you know what? Samo, good call. Good call. Oh, and look who we have here. Coco, thank you very much for the raid. My goodness. Well, you actually hit right in the wrong moment. I have to say, because we have the most passive game. I got redeemed the Cast My Replay. Blame Samo for that. He did this, not me. Not me. I'm not at fault. But we have the most passive game that I ever casted. Like the most passive, the passivist, you can call it whatever. This is like, I don't know. You could just go and make a coffee or something. Samo is the toss. It's only 32 minutes in. Okay, fair enough. You know what? Fair enough. No, Samo is not the toss. Sugarcult had this replay, but obviously as a new viewer didn't have enough points to actually redeem it to cast. And Samo was kind enough to actually redeem this. Finally some action! Look at that! Oh my goodness! Okay. I just want to point out that was the most action in the past 10 minutes. Not just any ladder game, notorious. That guy ladder game. He's been doing the exact same style for years. So apparently this is like a cannon rush into Sky Toss, Turtle Sky Toss, and look at this. Coco, if you want cheese, this is probably the cheesiest. Look at this. I think they transported all the cannons from Ire. I don't think there's any cannons left on Ire. There's more space on the map. There's not going to be space on the map to actually do anything with this. Like, wow. Also, how do I pronounce the hero's name? So I can pronounce it in a Hungarian way. That would be Bruges. But bruises could be also a thing. So I don't think I would cast co-op, honestly. I never tried it though. Maybe one day I'll try it. Never ever made like more than 8 cannons in a single game. Imagine this guy made 131. I'm not gonna do maths on stream, but we're getting close to like 20 games worth of cannons for you. I mean, I know the things. I don't know all the prestiges and everything, what they do. To misspelling. Okay, what would be the correct spelling then? I'm curious. Because we have time to chat, right? I mean, I'm sorry, Sugarcult. I don't want to flame your replay and everything and your playstyle and whatnot, but this is unironically it's not even the worst game, but being so passive makes it close to the worst. This is typically when you want to troll a streamer, you submit this replay. No, I get it. I mean, you're also some kind of a victim that you wanted to share with the group. I get it. What's from like 50 years ago? Oh, making a Steam account. Okay. Ooh, Trombiolo, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Sugarcult. I try some proper attacks, it just F's me up. Yeah. Spent veins, run out of stuff. Thank you so much for the gift sub. Appreciate it. Your idea of auto drop was executed this game, yeah. I mean, that was probably the most exciting moment. And that was like, what, 20 minutes ago? 15 minutes ago at least. If not more. But yeah, if we can take away anything from this game, just try to go up to like 80, 85 drones as fast as possible. Obviously, you want to hold a step at like 39 if you need to hold a 2 base, and 38, 39 workers. I don't think it was meant to be brubs. God. I got a hint this spotted, huh? Nice. Oh, once again the hero pro. Once again the hero pro. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Ah, yeah. So try to go up to like 38. If you have to hold a push, then that's pretty much it. Like, think of the game versus Protoss as like steps. 52 is one attack that can also one count drone count that can be quite nice. Oh my god. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, it's like getting rid of those pesky probes as the winter announcer pack says. I mean, look at this. You're almost floating as much. Like, Zerg is in, but mining more, right? Crazy. Except for gas. This gas mining is like, oh my goodness. Is this the last geyser? The last base with gas? No. This is also mining gas. This is also mining gas. Not sure how you're gonna spend that gas, but sure. I guess. Oh my god, there's a lot of robos as well. Like, this guy has all the production in the world. They transported all the production from Ire for that is worth for like 10 games at this point. Yeah, but why would you have that army on six hotkeys? It doesn't matter. You know what? Just have your Vipers on a separate hotkey because those cannot attack. Maybe put it with your Corruptors and tap between them. Have your main army on one hotkey, and you can include the Broodlords as well and the Corruptors, because he has air units everywhere, so it doesn't matter. Berserk so passive, yeah. No, I mean you just okay. Let's look at it objectively. Do you have anything that can cast a spell? No. So that means you could drop the queens into the main army hotkey. At this point, obviously, you're not going to like. I mean, you could try to inject. Honestly, I would try to inject as well. So when the whole fight happens, you would have another army. The 32 larva is not going to cut it. You should also drop like macro hatches like crazy. A crazy amount of macro hatches, so you can have all the larvae without having to inject, so you can actually save energy for the queens, in my opinion. Also, this kind of turned into a replay review at this point, but we're 40 minutes in, so we're all good, I suppose. Yeah, I would also do that, Samuel. At this point, I mean, you should just go through with the tech tree, basically. Like, oh, 7 vipers. Yeah, I mean, you have the money for it, so. That's, by the way, this in a real game, when you have no money. Okay, finally the oracles get chopped off. There's still 2 more, so. Is what it is. I mean, this is so annoying, honestly. Like, the only way you can actually do something here is like, yeah, just move forward and just try to like do something, like snipe those tempests or something like that. It's quite annoying, that's for sure. Okay, that's a nice one. I mean, it's actually splitting. Oh my god, its shield battery is healing. Like, oh, it's disgusting. I mean, honestly, yeah, it's kind of tricky. You need to hit the nail on its head to actually know how much to commit. I think at this point you can just basically commit your drones, like sacrifice the drones and just make spores out of those. You know, you don't need that supply anymore. Like, that extra supply could be the game changer. Also, I'm not sure why this guy is still having probes. I don't think he needs... he needs one single probe to build stuff. That's it. Yeah, but... the problem is... look at how many cannons there are at one point. Like, this will kill at least like 3 overlords out of like 5 or 6. So you would need like 10 overlords, and probably half of them would survive and would be able to like drop them out. I mean, you can make it later, but it's better to have it, I guess. The one supply is not going to be the end of the world, probably. I mean, if it's one more like super high-tech unit, then sure. But then again, I don't think it matters that much. So this is a painfully long game, honestly. I would not sit through this if it was a ladder game, especially if it's this passive. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Honestly, efficiency at this point can be thrown out of the window. Like, your hydras are lair tech units. Let me remind you of that. Ultras are nice, but they won't do anything. Like, they might tank a couple of things, but honestly, if you just can't get on top of the Templars, and look at this, you're never getting your ultras through the SimCity. You're never getting your ultras through the SimCity. At this point, I'm not even sure if this is a coaching session, a replay review, or a casting session. And that is not a great thing, honestly. Honestly, at this point, I would just basically block him and just not play him ever. Like, take that 20 MMR, 25 MMR, 30 MMR, whatever it is. Honestly, just don't ever play him again. Or if you know that he's playing that, play 12 pool. Actually, I can show you a build for this. You can play a railgun style with 1312, and you basically have fast speed, and you can just literally like get your what you call it, the get the base later, but you can just, I don't think it matches you up against him anymore. Maybe it does, I'm not sure. But honestly, I would just, you know what? I'm gonna say something wild. If this guy is at this level, I would literally just ask someone to coach me until I get like 300 MMR above him, or whatever the threshold is to match him up against you. Okay, yeah, obviously. But I would just block him, honestly. Oh, okay, nice parasitic bombs. I like that. It's kind of crazy, but that's great. So at least something's happening. Finally, you decided to do something. These are like mined out already, so doesn't really matter. No, he's you can evade him just by getting better. I'm sorry I'm sorry I have to say it like this. Yeah, batteries heal it, but you know, you have to drain the batteries of energy and then you basically just go through. Honestly, it's gonna sound cool, but if you are so passive, if you're not doing anything for 40 minutes or close to anything, then you deserve to get stuck in this game. That's the cruel reality. Yeah, but you know what, then in that case, if you match up against him, play the Lambo 5 Roach. Play the Lambo 5 Roach. You get 5 Roaches more for Ravager, and you all in with that and Speedlings. And he can have the cannon. You just literally focus down the cannon at his base. He can have the cannon. You go for an 18 hatch, so it's going to be late. You have the pool and everything, so you have it faster. And it's actually really, really good against that, so I destroy cannon rushes with that. I have people who actually go forge defensively when seeing that, because they have no idea that the Roach Horn is coming with it. You can play Link Drops against this, you can play Nidus, like one base Nidus Swarm Host. There's always a lot of good things. Because 14 hatch is kind of clunky. Like 14 is it's not great. Yeah, exactly. That's unlucky, Ace, but like if you have this issue, then just, you know, it's all that we are guilty of. It's being too passive and not being active on the map. Like a Grandmaster player would be like, oh, really easy. Yeah, we just destroy him. The Grandmaster player would literally destroy this guy, like, without any issues. Oh yeah, driving is actually really, really cool. Oh yeah, the drone drill crew. Oh yeah, the 12 pool drone pool, if that rings any bells. Oh, sorry Al, I still don't have a lurk command set up. I should do that. I always forget to do that. But thank you for the alert. Yeah, like you can just do that. Because honestly, at this point, this is like so painful. Your Hydras haven't moved in like 20 minutes, I believe. Your Ultras are kind of useless. Your Queens are like full of energy. You don't have enough to actually heal up all of them, or heal up with units with all of them. Yeah, Samo actually gave you a really, really good strategy. It's like, it's an all-in. If you fail, you lose the game, but then you leave and you spare yourself of 60 minutes of pain. You can also watch Lambo on how to deal with these things. There is also a proxy hatch build. Obviously, that's not great against cannon rush. I'm pretty sure it's not. Because this guy goes like blind cannon as well, so doesn't even try to wall off, but yeah. So if you're wondering, you just tuned in. we're casting this game, and yes, the timer is not frozen, so that is the proof that this game is going on and it's not paused. The players are just super passive. Like, yeah. I need to actually do it the way that you cannot actually submit a replay and have someone else redeem the cast by replay redeemable. I mean, I'm just kidding, by the way. No worries. I'm just joking. This game is amazing. Let's go. Yeah, 100%. Look at the APMs. I mean, it's crazy. Look at the resources lost. I think this is the most passive game in the history of StarCraft 2. I'm gonna take this wild guess. That's a hot take and a half. Like, look at that. 32k resources lost. Only. At this point, it should be like, what? 200k? 150? 200k? Like, yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like, there's literally no mining. Sugarcult has nothing. And finally, after 50 minutes, 52 minutes to be exact, he starts.
What? You're building a hatchery right now? He's lost his mind.
Yeah. That's a game where Printf played against Kret, and he kind of rushed him, and Kret was building a hatchery on side delta, and he was like, "What? You're building a hatchery right now?" He lost his mind. Because like, not even Printf expected something that wild, like building a hatchery in the middle of a cannon rush, right? In front of the cannons. Okay, well, this is painful, honestly. Oh my god. Honestly, at this point, by the way, the Protoss, it's funny that the Protoss could A-move. Even if he loses his army, he would literally just have the time to remax, because there's so many cannons and batteries. Like, it's painful. Just a glimpse of my reaction over there. That we're back to passive. Well, finally we have a couple of carriers and the mothership, and everything just moving close. Wait, is there a mothership? There's no mothership, right? Why did I see a mothership? Never mind. Stroke incoming? Oh, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But it's close. It's close. Thank you so much for the follow. KV Zon DR. KV Zombra. I'm so terrible with names. I'm terrible with pronouncing names that are not like in English or in Hungarian or I don't know, in any language that I'm actually familiar with. Thank you for the 5 bits. Thank you so much. Oh, this is amazing indeed. Like, look at this. Let's take a tour of the map, guys. Like, it's mostly Protoss dominated. This is like a campaign mission, and you need to destroy all the Protoss bases to win. This is like a mission for Brood War. Oh no! Is he gonna take an Nexus? Is he gonna take a Nexus? Oh, he's gonna start making cannons? Okay, cannot do that anymore. Oh my god, no. Please, please don't tell me you're getting cornered. No! Okay, let's get a crack at it. Let's get a crack at it. Thank you for the follow. Vicioso SQL SC2. My god, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your names. I'm so sorry. I really don't want to, and I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I feel so helpless in this regard. Ooh, nice storm. So don't tell me the game picks up for the last couple of minutes, because should have skipped towards this time. I think the viewers stick around just to see how this game ends in the end. Vultures are still passive. A couple of Hydras are still passive. My god, and Sugarcult is losing everything. We told you. I mean, you asked me to cast it, so you asked me to cast it. There was a redeem as well. Sabo wanted to see it. So yeah, we still have a decent army over here, but obviously not as much in the bank. So the gas is going to be a lot of issues. Gonna cause a lot of issues. I don't think this is like a priority over here. Now we're making macro hatches. Okay, we realize that we have no hatcheries left, no larvae. Oh my god, what is this happening? No! You've got to be kidding me. What are these special tactics? Why does he try to be the special snowflake? Like, seriously, what is wrong with this guy? I was expecting a bit more action in this. You must try harder next time. That's true. That's true. Problem is now you're on the blacklist. We're never casting another Sugarcult replay unless it's sent in by someone else. That is not called If Behind Go DP. Yeah, the problem is like 3 corruptors are not going to change the world. We would need like 60 corruptors or even more, I think, at this point. Survive, that's the only thought process here. But I don't think you're surviving if you don't remake your army. And that's 21 Tempests and 8 carriers. Oh my god. Painful. Painful. This is painful. This is flat. This is bronze. What do you mean? A fancier looking bronze. Oh, I'm gonna hate myself so much for this comment. I'm gonna hate myself so much for this comment. But I have to do it. I have to do it. This is such a curveball that I need to actually do it. I need to do it. I'm sorry, Sugarcult. I need to do it. This is a perfect example of a game where you feel like you're bad at the game and you look at it and you're like, oh no, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. It's like, seriously, it's like, oh, I thought my games are bad, you know? That kind of game. If this is D3, I'm Grandmaster, Samuel. I'm having some fun, guys. Like at this point, yeah, we're all aware that this is the most painful game ever, honestly. Oh, I love you, Sugarcult, and I love you for rating me and all that stuff. But also, you know who I haven't actually called out or ever since this game started? Aaron! Show yourself. Where's Aaron the Buffalo? Brilliant strats! I mean, he's creeping forward. Insane, indeed. Where's Aaron? Where's Aaron the Buffalo? I want to see Aaron the Buffalo. Oh my god, seriously, you're getting buffed in? Honestly, you know what? You know what? I'm not even blaming Sugarcult at this point. I'm gonna blame this Protoss player. I'm gonna blame this Protoss player for being this insane. Like this is mental illness, honestly. 161 cannons. So, oh, you cannot use Satsax emotes here. Minutes of patience per game. Rodriguez, thank you so much for the follow. You watch it here, dude? No, no, no. I usually cast everything. So for those who actually tuned in, just for the end, just like at the end, this is basically an interesting situation because Sabo, don't ruin my brand. How am I gonna pay you? So yeah, basically Sugarcult rated me. Aaron, who's also a viewer of mine, said he should send over this 1 hour replay. And I might get a stroke. I was like, oh, bring on the challenge. Famous last words. And here we are. Bit of a context, these two players played against each other at least 15 times on ladder. And this is how this game ended every single time. And as far as I know, or guessing from the context of like, oh, when he plays Protoss, like, I suppose it's a random player. Obviously, you're not getting any money paid because this is your doing, Samo. You redeem the redeemable. You spend those mouse coins on it. I'm not paying you your mouse coins. Your monthly mouse coins. Oh, he's mainly Protoss. Okay. Oh, but he also faces other races. Okay. The money. Oh, he has 3 minerals. Yeah, because this is what happens. Now we cannot build any more cannons. Yeah, this is over. Like, please tell me you GG at least. Be the honorable bigger man. Wait, are you telling me? Are you telling me Wait. No fucking way! How is this happening? What is this? Okay, guys, I'm done. Okay? Do whatever you want with the stream, I'm done. There's no way! There's no way! Like, there's literally no way! What? How is this? How is this possible? What is this? Bruh! Like, I get it. Charlie, come here. Comfort me, please. My little kitty cat. What was this game? What was this game? What was this game? What is this game? Okay. This is a legendary. You know what? This is gonna sound crazy, but this goes on YouTube. I didn't think a single moment that this is gonna be a YouTube one. You know what? It's gonna be the craziest upload ever. But this is gonna be uploaded on YouTube. Screw you all! You made me suffer. Now I'm gonna make the rest of the world suffer. Alright. Do we need an outro for this? No, just YouTube people, go check out the Twitch. We have these type of games as well. Hopefully not every single day, okay? Yeah, that's it. Get out of here. Cheers.
Came for the guap.